let me try to rehearse this, and not even playing Wayne LaPierre so much as, I mean, we've talked about this before, and you know that I spent a lot of time with gun owners and gun rights, really stringent gun rights advocates in places where guns are the norm, not the exception. But I've also spent a lot of time with people on your side, people who are less moderate on Second Amendment issues. And so the NRA people I know would say, you know why I oppose gun background checks? Because it's just the first step. It's the foot in the door. And I know that they're going to come for my guns. I know that they're going to try to register my guns, and that is anathema to me because I have my gun to protect myself from tyranny. I don't want the government to know I have a gun. And the truth of the matter is, and you might argue with me on this, but the truth of the matter is there are many people on your side who see Newtown, see Aurora as, to borrow from Rahm Emanuel, don't let a crisis go to waste, who see those issues as opening the door for more and more stringent gun legislation, not just universalizing background checks. Do these NRA people and these pro-gun rights people, are they just paranoid, or are they reacting to something real in your movement, which is a desire to eradicate gun ownership?
Well, I mean, there's no reasonable evidence whatsoever that anything that you just said is true. They use
that was an attack on Wayne
that was
LaPierre.
you as Wayne LaPierre.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I just want to clarify that's just Jeffrey Goldberg starring as Wayne LaPierre.
That's how effective your impression just was. It's the rhetoric that they use to rile up that very, very small number of extremists out there to perpetuate that mythology that there are all those people out there that are as intense about the issue as that small group of extremists.
Do you believe in a national gun registry?
Of course not, and it was written directly into this legislation and said, explicitly that this is not going to lead to a national gun registry, that Congress is against the national gun registry. And then, when Senator Cruz was pressed on it in the debate leading up to the vote that tragic day, and that was a tragic day for our country, he said, they asked him what reasonable evidence he has, and he said, it is my impression, let me see if I can do my Senator Cruz impression, that it puts us on the path to a push to a national gun registry.
A path to a push,
and it's his
as
impression.
opposed to a push to a path.
And it's his. I mean, at the second I saw that, I was like, this is going to be on the Daily Show tonight. Sure enough.
Yeah.
But this is the rhetoric out there that's allowed to kind of go on because of that mythology and how effective. And the one thing that the gun lobby is very good at is, leveraging that rhetoric and leveraging those visceral insights. They are for something. Our movement needs to do a much better job, and it's, part of the change that I'm implementing at the Brady campaign in terms of being for something, being for our collective desire to make this a safer nation, to demonstrate that as a nation we are better than this. But the gun lobby right now has owned the high ground in that regard, and that's been, that's why the intensity and as a result the mythology has been able to go on.